The Stockholm Film Festival is definitely a director's festival, constantly searching for up-and-coming filmmakers and celebrating the established auteurs. This year's program is filled with cutting-edge films from edgy and alternative directors from all over the world.
Mike Satterfield, A1 Bonds.
What is it you want?
We hold the bond on Jessup Dolly. He didn't show for court.
That ain't no run.
Jessup signed over everything. If he doesn't show at trial, see, the way the deal works is you all gonna lose his house here and got someplace to go.
I'll find him.
Girl, I've been looking.
I said I'll find him.
What I loved about this book was that it defied what I thought I knew. And it showed me that if I could spend time with someone, even though you see the exterior and the house and you think you know, that unless you go inside the house and actually meet the person, you don't know why someone has their house the way they do or why something's in their yard unless you actually get a chance to meet them.
Who might you be?
I'm Ree. My dad's Jessup Dolly.
You ain't here for trouble, are you?
I got a real bad need to talk to him.
Talking just causes witnesses.
Most of the actors actually had roots in the southern states. They could really pronounce the script well. They had the dialect in their ear. And it helped me hugely because I'm so far away from the region that, oh my God, I couldn't have helped other people understand it. They had to have that life experience.
There's stuff that you're gonna have to get over being scared of.
Get off! Don't hurt my sister! Get in the house!
Jem was using the approach of trying to watch so that she could be very precise with what she did. And then when she got down to Missouri, she spent a really good amount of time before we even shot, being on that land, relating to the kids, learning how to do all the stuff I mentioned to you about gear and equipment. I don't mean the film side, I mean the daily life stuff, you know, the wood splitter, and just learning how to function in that house and learning how to hang the clothes the way that the family hangs the clothes, you know, so she's very eager to do all that.
This boy who's being looked after, he knows who you are. And you've done some bad things, sweetie.
Well, I started writing Animal Kingdom pretty soon after I left film school, which was, you know, quite a while ago now. And when I started writing, I really had no idea what I was doing, but it's in the doing that you learn. I wanted to make a film about the disintegration of a crime family and a family of armed robbers in particular. And I really liked the idea of just throwing a kid into the center of that world and forcing him to work out the difference between right and wrong and good and bad in a world that's kind of just generally bad. How does a kid form a moral code for himself when everything around him is so kind of poisonous?
We really wanted the sound and the music to be like play the main parts in the film.
Okay.
3 or 4 days at a time, collecting sounds, almost as it is in the film. And in the end, we had over 23,000 sound files that the composer Magnus Börjesson had to put together into music. They're not really satisfied in the world they live in. They try to create their own space, their own universe where they can live.
You can't make music out of any sounds. That was part of the challenge, I guess.
このクラスは異常です。法律があなたを守るとしても。
コンフェッション、告白っていう映画なんですけれども、基本的に登場人物たちが本当にこう真実を語ってるとは限らないと思ってるんですよ。つまりこうみんな私はあの時ああだったこうだったって喋ってるけど、やっぱりみんな自分に都合のいい、結局懺悔してる、神様に懺悔してるわけではないので、都合のいいように事実をこう曲げている。だから喋っていることが全て真実ではなくて、登場人物が一体どこで嘘をついているか、だから言葉を疑いながら見るとすごく深い映画の見方ができると思う。あそこで喋ってるみんなの告白がやっぱり全部本当だとは限らないってことです。
talking to Vic about projects in his life and which pieces I loved, it came out very naturally that we were both obsessed with garbage. And I also knew about the catadoras, the pickers in Brazil. And somehow the light bulb went off when we were talking.
O pescoço tá ficando duro, cara, nessa posição.
Artista tem que sofrer, sabia?
Quem te falou isso?
I feel like it's almost like falling in love. You sort of, you know when you know, and then you just think, you know, when you have a good idea, you suddenly think, oh my goodness, that's a good idea, and you stick to it. And I'm just sort of excited that my work has been able, you know, has led me to sort of in these amazing worlds, whether it's Tibet or Amish country, American subcultures.
She's 93 years old. Falei que a senhora tem 70 anos.
I know if somebody was making a film about me, I'd be tempted to, you know, put on a show and be, you know, very on my best behavior, and it would be the world's most boring thing to watch. You know, watching someone be polite and nice is not very, you know, interesting.